Hi friends, my name is Ashley, and today we are going to be playing some Scarlet Hollow, but we are going to be doing it a little bit differently than what you might expect. We are going to be playing as a Himbo, a Chad, if you will. Basically, if you don't know about this already, or if you don't know much about this game, it's a horror visual novel game, whatever. It's best if you just get into it, know as little as possible, and experience it for yourself. But you can pick traits, and a fun little secret within the game is that depending on the two traits you choose, the game will assume that you are a very specific type of person, and different combinations can lead to fun little aspects of your character's personality within the game. And I've never done that before. I haven't played the first few chapters in like a year and a half, and I haven't explored them as much as I would have liked, so I would like to get some different outcomes this time, but we are going to have a little fun with it. Whenever I play with Abby, or Abby and Caroline, we tend to goof off a lot, and I would like to actually make this a bit of a more immersive experience this time around, and I actually want to lock in a little more with the voices, and I want to attempt to do a good job, so hopefully that will make the experience better for you, and in the process, we will hopefully find some outcomes that I haven't found before. The idea of doing this is definitely not an original concept. I'm sure there are people that have done this before, but it's different from what I've done, so I thought it'd be fun. Anyway. Okay. My goodness. Okay, so our name is Kyle, and we are from Brotopia. Yes. I've also never played as a man before in this game, so I think that'll be fun. I don't know if I'm gonna plan on romancing anyone. We'll see, maybe we'll just flirt with everyone, I don't know. Okay, powerful build. I've never had this trait before, so this will be new for me. I have had the hot trait before. Yeah, so we are Kyle, we are from Brotopia, we are hot, we have a powerful build, and we are a sweetheart. But as us folks in the South would say, bless his heart. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again, and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl Ann Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying... Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first, you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff. You know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. That's very fun. Good for you. Uh-huh. Hell yeah, so chaos, my dude. I knew you'd get me. You and me were kindred spirits. I can feel it. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she's gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend and said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kinda became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real, and jeez, you ever get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? Did he say she tried to break up with him? You can't even begin to imagine what that might feel like. Nobody's ever broken up with you. Yes, and we can threaten. I honestly can't say anybody's ever tried to break up with me. Yeah, I should've known I'd sound a little unhinged to someone like you. But if anyone ever does try to break your heart, you might be surprised by how it changes you. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to her son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. Thanks, stranger. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Oh, we can intimidate him. One of these days, you're going to run into someone who doesn't tolerate your— No, we're not mean. That's, interesting. Please let this man get off the bus soon, you think. You're not sure where he could possibly take this conversation next, but you definitely don't want to find out. Yeah, people tell me I lead an interesting life. But I don't know, I'm just going with the flow. Maybe other folks don't do that enough. Anyways, where do you say you were headed? I didn't. Yeah, we're gonna tell the truth. Scarlet Hollow. Oh, the Hollow, huh? That's what they call the hollows up in the mountains, you know. I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the holler, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die! He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you didn't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Thanks, stranger. Plus, they dripped all over the bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. So we are going to establish who we are, in fact. Protein is protein, hell yeah. Yeah, protein is protein. I didn't build these muscles by turning down free protein. You take the wet peanuts from the stranger. It's been several hours since you've had any protein, which is several hours too many in your book. You tear into them immediately, not even bothering to remove the shells as you chew through fistfuls of soft legume. In a few moments, they're all gone. I figured someone like you would get some good use of them. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Aw, I'm gonna miss him, bestie. And just like that, the stranger is gone. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. God. I've only played this game with serious intentions, so seeing Tabitha call us Kyle is just the funniest thing to me. Hey, Kyle. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Oh, that's amazing. I love the combination traits. It's perfect. We're gonna charm her. I got an achievement! Your cousin might be annoyed now, but nobody's walked away from meeting you uncharmed. You flash Tabitha the sort of smile that contains every emotion you might need to convey. Relief at meeting your long-lost family for the first time, profound sorrow at the circumstances needed to make that meeting happen, slightly nervous anticipation at the opportunity to build a new relationship. Tabitha, it's so nice to finally meet you. I was sorry to hear about your mom. And there it is. Thanks. For a brief moment, Tabitha is put at ease before she quickly straightens up and the annoyance returns to her face. It might not have been much, but it's progress. Come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Okay. Look, Kyle's an idiot, but he's not gonna mention the Dead Moms Club, okay? Look, I can play this game 100 times and I'm still gonna try to have a good relationship with Tabitha. That's just how it works. Can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. Okay. I don't know why my mom left or what kind of grudge she had against this side of the family, but I'm sorry. I wish I'd known about you. Whatever. What's done is done. How are you holding up? Fine. Okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you, alright? Even after I go home. Sure. So, the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Jeez, that's almost a whole week. I got here a little early. Bus only comes on Monday. Okay. Look. We're an idiot, but we're not a douchebag, alright? You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you, someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. I can't wait to unwind, man. Yeah. Oh man, this place is huge. I can't wait to unwind. Yes, the estate is quite large, but I'd be careful about unwinding too much. She's so disgusted with us. You don't want to wander off somewhere you shouldn't. You might get some nasty splinters. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild. So, I wouldn't if I were you. Okay. This is so nice. It's so much bigger than what I'm used to in the city. Is that a kitchen island? It is. Thank you. BB&J! How do you know it was one of my favorites? It looks like your famous smile doesn't run in the family. I didn't, but good for you. Alright. Alright, what's next on the tour? Bathroom. Follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Is that your cat? What's its name? Frou Frou. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Alright, we won't. We'll be a good Samaritan. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Okay. I don't know, I think it's cute. You know, yeah, let's just go for it. Kyle doesn't care, it's fine. Oh, beautiful. Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. Yeah, go for it. Toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Oh yeah, I'll offer to help. There's a lot of boxes and stuff lying around here. I could help you move things around and fix the place up. Look, I appreciate the offer, but Janie already comes in once a week. It's fine. This is great. This is great. Way nicer than what I'm used to. I can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom, or whatever nonsense you're used to in the city. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. Perfect. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Hey, so is it like cool if I have some people over? Hey, so is it cool if I have people over at some point this week? What are you talking about? You don't even know anybody who lives here. Yes, perfect. I'm a social butterfly. Wink, that'd be funny. You give your cousin an exaggerated wink. What's wrong with your face? I don't think she got it. Oh. Oh. Ew. Ugh. I can't believe I even have to say this, but please don't bring someone home to, you know. Look, I have enough on my plate already. Let's just forget you said anything. Where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. Okay. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine. Same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. Can I come watch? Can I come watch? What? No. The mine is dangerous. I can't babysit you and do my job. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Hashtag girl boss. Dude, Kyle just loves everything. Yeah. That sounds pretty impressive and exciting. Good for you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as exciting. In the same way I don't think of cleaning a toilet or painting a wall as exciting. It's a task. That's kind of sad. Some of us don't get to let whether or not something is sad influence us. Some of us had to stick around to keep the family business from crumbling, to keep this town from crumbling. Some of us had to temper our expectations for how our lives were going to go. There's a simple satisfaction to getting a task done, and that's all I need. Do whatever it is you want to do while I'm gone. Just don't do anything dumb or dangerous. Not while I'm responsible for you. Okay. Hey, are you sure you're doing okay? You seem kind of upset. He's not like 100% sure, but like something about her vibe seems just like just a tad off. He can't really put his finger on it, you know? I'm fine. I just need to get back to work. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Yeah, we're gonna go straight to the... Because he's just curious, man. He's just curious. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wing of the estate. Except for the locks and chains sealing them shut. I guess I can't go. So, I mean, we need our PB&J, you know? The only thing you've had to eat in the past 8 hours were those boiled peanuts you got from that strange young man on the bus. Suffice it to say, you're still hungry, and a PB&J sounds like exactly what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Immediately approach Frou-Frou. Yeah, might as well. Search the fridge. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in a separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. We're gonna take the jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in the kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking. Alright, let's search the pantry. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Alright. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All right. The king of nut butters, and only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. That's good to know. All right, let's go to the cabinets, you know? This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. Okay. Yes. You grab a plate and a butter knife. This is the last ingredient you needed to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. All right. I'm so good at games. Let's make that PB&J. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, protein awaits. A job well done. Immaculate. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Ooh. Let's check out the garden, why don't we? Oh, look at that beauty. Look at that. A little swing. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Sure thing. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. That's it. Beautiful. Well, that was pointless. We're done here. Congratulations. You've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want next? Okay. We're gonna settle into a room. Now that you've finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Alrighty. Yeah. You drag your... What was that noise? My goodness. It's fine, it's just Dustin, guys. It's a shame we can't talk to him this time around, but we're too powerful. You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet, but angry. Oh, pardon me. You gently close the drawer, leaving the marsupial in peace. This drawer belongs to the opossum, and there's nothing you can do about it. You open the top drawer next. It's empty. As good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have been better off keeping your clothes in your nice, clean bag. But there's no going back now. Alright, let's check the closet. What an interesting closet this is. Very normal and interesting closet. I'm sure there's nothing weird about it. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Yeah, let's pick it up. Of course, you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads, "Property of Alexandra." No need to carry this around with you. You close the closet. Look out the window at the nothingness. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. Yeah, you'd definitely do that. Just not right now. Alright, let's examine that painting. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in a mood for conversation. Alright, now we're too excited for naps. It doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. Alright, let's go into town, mingle a little bit. Now that you're settled in, there's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. I mean, hey, we got something in common, so there's that. It's really pretty out here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Hey! Hey! I wonder who that is! My goodness, I forgot about the sounds that Gretchen makes. Just did a little costume change. It's definitely the same day. Mind the different clothes and different lighting. Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Oh, I haven't seen you around here before. The young woman is noticeably flustered by your appearance. It's a phenomenon that you, as a hot, are all too familiar with. Sorry about Gretchen. She can be very slippery when she wants to be. Hope she didn't scare you. Okay. This wonderful creature. Oh, we are the charmer? So we don't gotta mention the dog, we're just gonna introduce ourselves, you know? Hi, I'm Kyle. And I'm Stella. Pleasure to meet you. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? I'm not mysterious. Kyle has all his cards laid out. Just flat. Yep. I just got in town today. Wow. I didn't think there would be anyone else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up? I haven't seen her since Pearland passed. Or for a while before that, now that I think about it. Even though we met just a couple hours ago, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about her. She's always been a little rough around the edges, but I figured she'd probably be having a rough go of things. She and her mom were really close. To think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. So are you two, like, friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Ooh, we can totally flirt with her. That'd be so interesting. Would you be into it? I don't know if I want to romance her, but you know, we could. I normally have a rule against accepting strange food invitations from people I don't know, but I'll make an exception because you're pretty. What can I say? I know I have my charms. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. Looks so lively. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Oh yes, we gotta turn on the charm for this. Hey everyone, I'm Kyle, just in town for the funeral. Nice to meet y'all. The woman behind the counter beams back at you. Hello there, and welcome to the holler. You just let us know if you need anything, okay? You nod politely, giving a small wave as you and Stella slide into the nearest booth. Looks like you'll probably be the talk of the town for a while. It's not often folks around here meet many strangers, and with who you're related to, well, folks love their gossip, you know? Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Yes. She is amazing. And what about you, stranger? Anything I can get you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Still have one of everything. Oh, yes. Yeah. Stella said she's buying, so I'll have one of everything, please and thank you. How about we start with some biscuits and coffee? No problem. They love me already. I'm so popular in this town. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Everyone's just so in love with us. Oh, and I'm, sorry for your loss. One of everything, huh? I guess you don't build muscles like that by dieting. The wink. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the read and adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. Party! And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Cool. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? Love to hit up the hiking trails. You know, I actually think that would be fun though. Man, I'd love to hit up some good hiking trails after being cooped up on a bus for so long. These legs gotta move. Oh? She's so into it. My job actually has me running around the woods pretty often, so if you ever need a guide, before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Hey, Winnie wanted to give you a biscuit on the house. She sends her condolences. Yes, we're going for it. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. I'm a YouTuber. Yes, you are. Not you and everyone else. Wow, that's rad. Never met a YouTuber before. I'd love to check out your channel at some point. Aw, thanks. It's nothing much. It pays the bills, but it's mostly a passion project, you know? She's selling herself short, Kyle. Her stuff is amazing. She owns cryptids. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. You know, the controversial one? Oh, yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So, the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Beautiful. Beautiful. What is it? Scared in the woods. Yes, some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the only one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Yes, literally yes. I don't have to look at any of the other options. Whatever it is, I bet I could take it. Damn, you think so? Some of the folks in the comments thought it was a mountain lion. Yeah, I bet he could take on a mountain lion. Those things are barely bigger than house cats. But that's besides the point because it's not a mountain lion. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found Jack squat. And there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And it's too short to be a mountain lion. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owners set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the— Wait! No spoilers! I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after skunk ape. Ew, stinky. Ew, stinky. That's what they say. You should be able to smell it before you see it, according to some sources. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for a while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing. Ooh. Against my better— no. Kyle has no better judgment. He just goes with the flow. Hell yeah. I've been hoping you'd ask since the moment I heard cryptids. I live for the thrill. Yes, I begged you for a good adventuring buddy the second I saw you. Glad to see I made the right call. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll be kind of like a blast from the past. I miss those too. Our videos were terrible. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese! Dude, what's up? I feel like it's been forever. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or— Okay, if you're really sure. But if you change your mind— Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. He's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man. That sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring him. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. She looks so sad. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. Oh, well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. Ugh, haven't I met— No, we love people. That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika's much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So, we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. I love it. Love it. Man, back when times were simpler. This time around, it's gonna be really hard to not want to make the decisions that I've already made before. in this, but I'm really going to try to get different outcomes, at least for the most part this time. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Oh, we're so nice. We're leaving a generous tip. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. Oh, it's so pretty! It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel... nothing. No, you feel alive. The fall breeze passing through the leaves, the orange hue of the setting sun painting the horizon, the promise of excitement ahead. It's been a while since you felt this in the moment, this present. The world around you feels almost magical. Were a mythical creature to actually manifest in front of you, it would fit perfectly in this world. I mean, I don't think that's a really crazy ask at this point. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. Yay. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet, until next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Okay, yes. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. Never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there, but if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves I kinda lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals. But werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. It's almost like this is foreshadowing. Ghosts, werewolves, other things. Just a thought, just an Ashley thought. Not a Kyle thought because he thinks of nothing. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all that's just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they've absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Oh, this is amazing. I think this is the best thing that I've ever done in my life, if I'm gonna be very honest. If aliens were real, I think they would have visited me by now. They'd be looking for the perfect human specimen. And not to toot my own horn, but I've been called that 3 or 4 times before. Other people's words, not mine. Yes, of course, Kyle. Well, they aren't wrong. Maybe aliens have a different idea on what perfect specimen looks like, though. Maybe they have a particular affinity for truckers and late-night convenience store clerks, and that's why they keep messing with them. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here? Other than anything cryptid-related, of course. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deers doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through it if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around there. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Okay. Nah, let's move on. We don't have to ask about anything bad. It's fine. Let's move on. We don't think that deeply about things. Oh, did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk ape. Sorry, I asked. And it was this you suckered into coming with you. Wait a tick. You are... Is that... Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now, both y'all head back onto town, you hear? It's best you steer clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative if a couple fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damned camera down. Aw, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know, I learned from the best. That you did. But I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about tunkabungas or whatever have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. Huh. I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, dude, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact, that's what's been getting at my chickens. Couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. I'm trying to bond over sports, yeah. So you're a Duke man. I've met some pretty passionate sports fans, but I've never met someone named after a team. Yeah, well, I was born into the name. Why? You a fan? Sure. Heck yeah, I am. Go Devils. Damn straight. But don't think that just because we root for the same team, I'm gonna let the two of you keep tramping around these woods. Tromping. Alright, Kyle. There's no need to cause Duke any more hassle. Let's head out. We can come back some other time. Glad to hear you're finally seeing some sense, Stella. You two run along now and stay safe. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear? There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll let us get around him. Yes! I knew you wouldn't give up on the hunt. Never. And trust me, we don't have anything to worry about from old Duke or his shotgun. I've gone out hunting with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. Trail's just up this way. Let's go. I don't know. Okay, why am I getting an achievement for this? I've definitely done this before. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. As night falls, my new assistant, the gorgeous Kyle, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, sellers. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all this gorgeous scenery. Damn. Nah, man. Yeah, man. Life doesn't get better than this, does it? I was thinking the same thing. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Yes, not the... Get behind me, quick! You don't have to jump in to protect me. Come on, let's check it out. I'm sure it's nothing. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. It's a very, very nice sound. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. Yeah, that was definitely nothing at all. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You can hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato! And they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Oh, yes. There was something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face? Yeah, it looked kind of messed up, didn't it? Yeah. That got my heart right up. I'm so ready for the hunt. Same for me. How's about we take a quick snack break to fuel up, then we get right into the night's activities. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Yes. I don't even need to look. Take one of everything. You grab as much as you can. Your body is a temple, and its priest demands offerings. Somebody's hungry, huh? You look at Stella in response, your mouth full of delicious snacks. There will be time for conversation when you're finished, but for now, you eat. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what it's like... in Brotopia. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Kyle. What do you want to know? Nah. In a closet, in a house. Yeah, that kind of sounds like Kyle. I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. Actually, it's more of an attic crawl space. One of the walls is slanted, so it's like a little uninsulated triangle room. There's not really space for much, so I just have my clothes and a futon. And a little camp light too, since there's not a light in there. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't sound like a space anybody should be living in. It sounds like staying in that old crumpling mansion is actually a pretty big step up for you. How are your roommates? Are they at least nice? Oh, that's interesting. They're nice enough, but it's a tough living situation. I get that. I certainly don't think I could live without any privacy like that. Also, just gonna point out that there are a pair of eyes staring at us. Do you think you'll move out at some point? We're gonna shrug. You shrug. Sorry to pry. So, what do you do for a living? Oh, this is interesting. A streamer, that's actually really funny. We'll say that, okay, we're in the service industry. I work in the service industry. I'm on my feet all day getting yelled at for things beyond my control, and I mostly get paid in tips. You know what? I actually kind of like it. For all the abuse I've taken from bad customers, I've found a lot of support from my coworkers. That's amazing. I don't think I could handle that. YouTube commenters are bad enough, and there's a whole screen between them and me. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Yeah. Oh, do you live with your parents? Family home and all that? Look, guys, don't worry about it. No, it's just me. They aren't with us anymore. I'm sorry, but this is totally something that you would say. Oh, did they move? Look, he has a kind soul. No, they died. It's okay, I've done my mourning. You don't have to watch your words around me, or anything. Life goes on. Oh. No. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot. That's okay. Really, don't worry about it. I know it's weird, especially since we just met today. These are crazy noises. It's showtime. Skunk ape? Oh man, it's skunk ape. It's gotta be, right? Could be. Could be. Whatever made that sound, I've never heard anything like it. And it's close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. Okay. Sure thing. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. Feathers. How interesting. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. It doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Do we have to? No. Right behind you. Yeah, we're all in on the action, man. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Oh, goodness. Ow! Oh god, the monster's got you. Oh, not oh good. No, we're gonna, yeah. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh no, that poor thing. Must have been one of Duke's. Oh, Jesus, it's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. It seems like we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Wait, do you hear that? Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go home? Birdie? Birdie. Oh, no. What's happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. Jesus H. Christ. Yeah. What are we supposed to do now? We're taking my bird and we're getting the hell out of here. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you. Gently at first, barely a whisper. But then a guttural moan, and then another and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. Hey, do you guys hear that? Yes, I hear that. She starts filming again. Come on, Birdie, let's get you home. As Duke scoops up the injured Birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded, the strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. What in the hell is that? You feel a tightening in the leash, pulling at you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer, I'll shoot you, don't think I won't! Let's just look at this thing in all its glory. The man hesitates and the thing steps forward, fixing what seem to be its eyes on Birdie, tucked under Duke's arm. The leash is drawn fully taut, and then there is a sudden looseness. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around you. You and Stella turn just in time to see another one of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Gretchen's whines and barks reach a fevered pitch as another creature's malformed hands grasp at her. Oh my God! What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A patter of unnatural feet, and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence, as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit! Get your grubby little hands off my bird! You were born for this moment. You rush to Duke's side, your steady hand reaching for the barrel of his shotgun. You grab it, pointing it safely at the sky as you aim a swift, brutal kick at the creature. Just get a load of that one. Beautiful. Its flesh is doughy and structureless, like a loosely packed sausage. Your foot leaves an imprint in its chest, and it stumbles back, clutching at the odd wound. Duke regains control of the shotgun, and you turn your attention back to Gretchen. You pick up a large rock and hurl it at the thing just as it's in the midst of dragging Gretchen away. Your aim is flawless, and it strikes the creature square in its wretched face, lodging itself in its flesh. It scrambles back, its movements uncoordinated in its blindness, leaving Gretchen unharmed. And then, a gunshot, the scattering of footsteps, and finally, silence. You turn, just in time to see the creature you knocked off of Duke disappear, bleeding into the tree line. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Holy shit. Gretchen, I almost lost you. Thank you, Kyle. And Birdie's safe on the ground till we get our bearings. Holy shit, did you guys see that pitch? Damn thing got away, though. We have to go after it, right? I don't think we have much footage, and nobody's going to believe us unless... Nobody's going to believe us, period, Stella Richmond. Even if we drag the mangled corpse of one of them critters straight out in these damn woods. I got my bird and we all still got our lives. I am calling it here. We're leaving. But, let's not count our chicken until we're out of the woods. Exactly what I'm saying. Okay. Sorry, Stella. Oh, hello. You follow Stella and Duke in a mad dash through the woods, and as you follow them, something follows you. The unearthly whispers and moans of the creatures have returned. In the highest branches of trees and down on the forest floor, they're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. Quick! My truck's down this way! You make it to the road, but 3 of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. Look at that thing. No thoughts behind those eyes. Just like us, for real, for real. Hell yeah. Stay back. I can handle this. Oh, look at them. They're so ugly. Wow. You take a single deep breath before propelling yourself towards the creatures. Oh, nice. Go to town. Punch a ditchling. It's all I've ever wanted to do. Look at that beauty. It made a whole, indent of our fist. As they flinch from your approach, you plant a foot firmly in the ground and throw your body towards the abomination to your right, your fist firmly connecting with a powerful haymaker. Its body feels wrong, as if your blow had just collided with a bag of loose organs instead of with a living creature. Yeah, kinda seems that way. Caught by surprise and outmatched by your physical prowess, the creatures leap back and scatter into the woods. You are still the dominant species here, at least for now. Yes, we gotta assert that dominance, y'all. Now, Stella, I know you got trouble with vehicles, but I won't hear any nonsense about you walking back to town, you hear? Get in the truck. You sense the slightest bit of hesitation as Stella pauses on the path next to you. Okay. Look at us go. You squeeze into Duke's tiny 2-seater truck, tucking your legs on either side of the gear shift. Look at Gretchen. Look at that tongue sticking out. Stella stares ahead in silence. She clutches Gretchen protectively, staring straight forward, expression blank as the truck quickly starts to rumble its way down the dirt road. Yeah. What a rush! I've never gotten to fight a monster before. Good for you. Can't say my idea of fun involves running for my life from a bunch of creatures. Maybe we'll get lucky and those fists of yours will have scared them off. Doesn't seem like they can put up much of a fight when push comes to shove. Car sickness, huh? She doesn't respond. How she feels is her business. No need to go prying at a time like this. Let's focus on getting out of these woods before someone else tries to come after us. He glances over to Stella, his hard face softening slightly. It'll just be a few more minutes. You'll be all right. Soon, the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the truck comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. Thanks for taking me home, Duke. Anytime. But Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what were those things? I have no idea. I've never heard of anything like them. But I got a ton of footage. Nothing really clear, but it's a start. Let me know if anything happens with Birdie, alright? She's gonna be fine, you hear? Better go check in with Bo, he'll be worrying about me. You and your friends stay safe. Looks like those things didn't follow us, but... well, no point in talking about the butts. Just look out for yourselves. Can you take me home? No, we're fine. Nah, yeah, we're good. Take care, Duke. Off he goes into the darkness of night. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back in town, you must finally be getting reception again. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. And 13 text messages. Alright, let's call her. You try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. You text Tabitha back and let her know you're okay. Your message sits unread. Okay, Tabitha seems worried. It's pretty late, isn't it? God, what a mess this night's been. I can't believe you punched one of those things. Oh yeah. It felt like hitting a bag of organs. Not that that's something I've done, but it was just like meat suspended in jelly that was barely held together in a stretched out bag. I don't think it had bones. Dang, and here I thought skunk ape sounded gross. Should we? I don't know if they'd believe us, if I'm gonna be so for real. What happens now? We've got to find out more about those things. The library doesn't open for a while, so any real research will have to wait until the morning. That being said, there is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. I should probably check in on Tabitha. My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. You sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head up that mountain road by myself after everything that's happened tonight. When you put it like that, how can I say no? Cool, let's go. Off we go. Off we go. I hope she's still awake.
Kyle.
Jesus! You and Stella turn to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Welcome home. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Kyle. Is it okay if we come in? Of course, of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Kyle. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler, and now poor Perlan is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Yeah. Nah, we're not gonna inquire about anything. We're not thinking, we just live in the moment, alright? We need your help. Ah, yes. I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. We ran into some creatures out in the woods. These things. I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out her camera and turns the screen towards Sybil. Ah, one of your little videos. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes, I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder, if you can? I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You better come with Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato. And a stranger. A cute stranger. Oh god, I said nothing. Oh, these are killing me. These are killing me. Who are you talking about? I'm the only stranger here, I think. Dumb and cute. This is Kyle, Tabitha's cousin. Oh, right. I heard he was coming to town. It's a little late. Why are you two here?
Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us.
It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out there. We can watch this without you, Kanika. I'm pressing play. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Holy shit, Kyle. Yeah, we're gonna be like, sorry. Why are you sorry? It looks like Duke and Stella were lucky you were there. The footage continues. What are those things, though? They seem like something people should be aware of, I guess? I don't know. Do you think they're like gnomes? Gnomes?
My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come.
Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Kyle with this Taily Poe crap.
Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said they never hurt people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall.
Jesus, Mom. Haven't they already been through enough? Do we really need the spooky window dressing? What if it's important window dressing? Okay, I know when I'm outnumbered. Yeah. I punched one of them in the face. It was super gross and squishy, like it didn't have bones. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. How can they move like that without bones? Kyle's not lying. I saw him punch one with my own eyes. And that's a good question, Neeks. How can they move like that without bones? Clearly, something supernatural is afoot. It's much more likely that he's just misremembering things. Maybe they're like big mosquitoes, and the growths you saw are a severe allergic reaction. Or maybe they're parasites using the local wildlife to incubate. Honestly, that would be worse than them being supernatural.
Oh, dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I'd put on. Let me fix you up a couple cups. It'll help soothe your nerves.
I don't know. It's getting late and I should let Kyle get some rest. I ran him ragged today with all the hacking and running through the woods in terror. I can keep going. I'm still wired. Okay. Maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has any information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them?
That's right. You go on home now and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul.
Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk.
Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya.
Bye, Kyle.
It's excellent iced or warm. Though, with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you.
Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. Okay, so look. I know we're hot, and I know we're a little bit of a himbo, but like, I can't piss off Tabitha. It doesn't matter what playthrough it is, I can't. I physically cannot do it. So we're not going to. And also, if I do choose to romance someone, I'm thinking maybe Kanika, because I'm curious to see how that would go. I should probably head back and check on Tabitha. That's sweet of you. Are you sure you're okay heading back up that mountain alone? Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I won't stop you if you really want to go back. Here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. She scribbles her number on a piece of paper before handing it to you. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, we're in this together.
Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy.
As far as you know, those creatures from the woods have infested these trails as well, but it's too late for you to turn around. You'll either make it back to the estate or you won't. We could just punch one again. It's fine. Almost home. Your salvation in sight, you make a mad dash to the door. Yes, might as well. Wow, we just like break it open. And she's just there waiting for us. Oh, thank God, you're back. Where the hell have you been? Hi, Tabby. Ah, so you met Stella then, and she's gotten you all worked up. Ugh, that explains everything. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Can you tug me in? No. I'm still all hyped up on adrenaline from tonight. I would love to just hang out for a little while, cool down a bit. No, I'm not going to hang out with you. It's late. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Don't do anything stupid while I'm asleep. Just go to your room and sleep. You are alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. As you collapse onto your mattress, you remember that Stella asked you to call her once you got back. Yeah, let's do it. You pull out your phone and call. Hey, how are you? Did you make it back all right? I died, actually. Yeah, I'm all right. How are you? Totally fine. I mean, as fine as I could be, I guess. You don't have to worry about me. Go get some Z's, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to somebody else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters, and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. And we get our little animation. Ah, the eyes. People watching us. I love the soundtrack in this game. It's just so perfectly fitting with the art style and the vibes. I also realized this is like the first time a playthrough of this episode, and really the first 2 chapters is going to be on our channel, because in our original playthrough we started like mid chapter 3, I think. Wait a minute! Am I dumb, or was that door kind of familiar? So that was episode 1 of our Himbo run with our friend Kyle. I've noticed a lot more, just replaying this, that there's certainly a good bit of foreshadowing in this game to later chapters, and if this is your first time watching, obviously I'm not going to spoil anything, but yeah, it's fun. Fun. Alright, so that is all. I'm going to go now, but I hope you enjoyed.